Highlights. LASMA impounds over 200 vehicles to restore order across Lagos metropolis. Federal government inaugurates feeding program for 20 million out-of-school children and others. On the foreign scene, rat-borne diseases spark health crisis in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In sports, Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal tables 120 million euros for Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA has impounded 235 vehicles for various breaches of Lagos Traffic Sector Reform Law 2018. LASMA in a statement says the vehicles were impounded as the agency commenced a comprehensive cleanup enforcement campaign across critical traffic corridors within the metropolis. It says the operation commenced with full deployment across high-density zones, notably Oyingbo, Ido, Ejalonibu, Adeniji Adele, Sabo, Jibo, Interstate Terminal, and Oshodi, known for congestion, indiscriminate parking, flagrant environmental violation, and general traffic anarchy. During the enforcement phase, 235 vehicles were impounded for various breaches of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law of 2018, ranging from unlawful encroachment upon pedestrian pathways, obstruction of vehicular flow, establishment of illegal terminals, to reckless disregard for established traffic regulations. The enforcement being executed at the directive of the Special Advisor to the Governor on Transportation, Chalagiwa, will cover all 5 administrative divisions of Lagos State. Family members, colleagues and friends converged on the premises of Lagos Traffic Radio to fit Mrs. Titilola Ajayi, a former staff of the station who just retired from active service after attaining the statutory retirement age. Speaking at the event, General Manager of the station, Taiwo Baruwa, eulogized Mrs. Ajayi, the head security guard of the station, describing her as hard-working, dedicated member of staff who showed commitment to her duties while in service. Akole urged the retiree to remain focused in her endeavors as she ventures into post-retirement activities. Representative of Lagos State Pension Commission, LASPEC, Yusuf Olusegun, says the agency remains committed to supporting her through the process of getting her retirement. Members of staff of the station described the retiree as easygoing and appreciated her for her dedication.
Beautiful. She's very calm, but I just wish her long life. She will retire, but she will never retire in penury, and she will never retire in poverty.
Very caring, she's loving, she's very respectful as well. She's accommodating.
She's been a wonderful person, pleasant woman. She's respectful, she's diligent. Anytime,
Mama is fine. Mama is beautiful. Mama is brilliant.
I would like to appreciate her dedication to the service. She knows how to do best. And it always amazed me, the kind of energy at that age, is always putting into her work.
In her response, Mrs. Ajayi appreciated the management and staff of the station for celebrating her. The event was attended by family members, colleagues, representatives of the Lagos State Ministry of Establishment and Training, LASPEC, among others. Highlight of the event was the presentation of a certificate of service to Mrs. Ajayi for dedication, diligence, and exemplary conduct in the service of Lagos State. Edo State Governor Monday Okpebholo has announced an amnesty program for cultists in the state, offering them a chance to renounce their affiliations, surrender illegal arms, and reintegrate into society through skill acquisition and empowerment initiatives. Governor Okpebholo urged those involved in cult-related activities to seize the opportunity to turn a new leaf, stressing that a technical committee would soon be established to manage the restitution process for cultist and criminally minded youth. Okwebolo also pledged to support community leaders in restoring peace to conflict-prone areas. He emphasized the importance of stability, particularly as the government begins work on developing a new city in the state, with the demolition of buildings reportedly linked to cult groups. Okwebolo revealed that cult violence cost Edo State an estimated $1 billion in lost investment annually, a figure he described as alarming and unsustainable. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has inaugurated the Alternate Education and Renewed Hope National Homegrown School Feeding Project to expand the scope of feeding by reaching 20 million out-of-school and informal children in 2026. Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Reduction, Nentawe Yowatda, said the program was implemented in collaboration with the National Commission for Almajiri and Out-of-School Children Education and the National Identity Management Commission. Yowatda said the project was one of the flagship initiatives of the National Social Investment Program Agency NSIPA in commemoration of President Bola Tinubu's second anniversary, noting that the objective was to build a national framework for reintegrating out-of-school children into safe, structured, and nourishing learning environment. Ekiti State Governor Biodun Yebanji has announced plans by his administration to include milk in the federal government school feeding program for all primary school pupils in the state once the initiative resumes. This, according to the governor, is part of an effort to enhance the nutritional value of the meals and support the welfare of the children for improved academic and general performance. Oyebanji stated this during the flag-off of Ekom Milk Day, which is a weekly free milk program for primary school pupils in Ekiti, emphasizing the critical role of proper nutrition in the cognitive and physical development of children. Governor Oyebanji said provision of milk would not only boost the health of the pupils but also encourage higher public school enrollment and attendance. In foreign news now, social media posts from resident of Bosnia and Herzegovina's capital, Sarajevo, have shown an abundance of rodents swimming in the Miljaka River, which flows through the center of the city. Residents also posted photos of overflowing rubbish containers and illegal dumping, along with complaints that the authorities have failed to clear away dead animals from public areas, including children's playgrounds. Health experts blame a failure to control Sarajevo's rodent population for an alarming rise in the number of cases of rat-borne diseases. The local authorities in Sarajevo have declared an epidemic, allowing the imposition of emergency measures, including a long overdue cleanup. Sarajevo Canton Health Minister Enis Hasanovic describes the situation as not a health crisis but a communal crisis due to local authorities failing to fulfill essential municipal hygiene requirements. In sport now, Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal has tabled 120 million euros to sign Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen this summer. The Nigerian international has become the most sought-after player in the summer transfer window after his impressive display for Galatasaray this season. Al Hilal views Osimhen as a top target to fill the attacking void left by Neymar's departure in January. Osimhen has had a standout season at Galatasaray, scoring 36 goals in all competitions, and his next move is now expected to be one of the headline deals of the summer transfer window. That's it on the news at 4, but just before we go, remember, speed thrills but kills. Please always avoid excessive speed. You can follow us and like all of various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered 600 women with indigenous business ideas to the tune of 4 billion naira through the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund LSTFW initiative to empower Lagosians? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Traffic Management Authority LASMA has impounded 235 vehicles for various breaches of the Lagos State Transport Sector Reform Law of 2018. The federal government has inaugurated the Alternate Education and Renewed Hope Initiative Homegrown School Feeding Project to expand the scope of feeding by reaching 20 million out-of-school and informal children in 2026. We also told you the social media posts from residents of Bosnia and Herzegovina's capital, Sarajevo, have shown an abundance of rodents swimming in the Miljacka River, which flows through the center of the city. Finally, in sports, Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal has tabled 120 million euros to sign Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen this summer. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbalagun. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.